what's up YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer 55551, and sorry I'm not in my usual clothes or anything. I just got back from work and all that stuff, but I'm here for today shooting a special video, and for this one is going to be a loot gaming unboxing, another one, this one for August. So we're going to be opening this up, and we got two quick my 2 cent stories. I just wanted to point out, I was going to save this for my 2 cent video, but I decided I wanted to talk about this along with me unboxing this little beauty right here. So why don't we get started first with this one. Let me turn this one off just a minute. Alright. Let's see, where's their tape? Gotta be, okay, I think we got an opening right here, unless there's another tape that I'm not aware of. Oh, there it is, yeah. There's the tape right here. Let's get this opened. Okay, there we go. We got the tape part now out. Let's open this up right here. Sort of an odd design for the box. Let's see what this one is all about. This one might be retro stuff. Well, let's take a look. Okay, we got a retro shirt, Sega Genesis. This one looks neat. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one is from the game Altered Beast, if I'm saying the name correctly. That was released on the Sega Genesis. I think they ported the game over to the Game Boy Advance, and I think there was one for the PlayStation 2 that was a completely different game, but I think was only released in Japan only. I remember seeing a bit of Altered Beast. I never tried it out, only the Game Boy Advance version, but overall, I would say, like the shirt, like the retro style shirt. And this one, it looks like we got a towel of some sort. This one, or a rug or something. Here. I think this is a mat. I think this is like a shower. Something you put on the ground. Yeah, let's see. I don't know what that is. Maybe when they show the poster up. Well, here's something interesting. It says, quote, Banjo-Kazooie come Banjo-Kazooie. Hi, looters. We experienced a malfunction delay with the Banjo-Kazooie anniversary item that was supposed to be in this crate, and we need more time to get it remade up to our quality standards. It will be shipped separately in September. We're very sorry for the inconvenience and the terrible headline, but we promise it will be worth the wait. So, obviously, notice from them saying basically that obviously they were going to do a Banjo-Kazooie thing, but obviously that didn't happen. And we got, okay, this one is a Teamwork Loot Gaming collector pin right here. So we got right here. And, ooh, we got, oh, I don't want that one. Oh, that could fall off easily. Let's see, what's in this thing right here? Hey, my cat's looking at me. Hey, Rock. I wonder what's in here. Let's see if we can pry this open. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got a... Ooh, I like this. This I like. Apparently, I got a Mario and Luigi coffee mug. Super Mario Brothers. Yay! Sweet. I like that. I like this one. And if you look in here, you have like the little mushroom in there as well. That's kind of neat. It would be interesting to drink some coffee with this and all that stuff. So yeah, this being a Mario fan, definitely a good one as well. And last but not least, apparently we have the poster. And this is the Banjo-Kazooie poster right here. So as you can see right here, the Banjo-Kazooie poster. So obviously this one has to do with a lot of old school and platforming and all of that. And my cat has somehow jumped on here. So let me put this box down so it doesn't become a problem for him. Okay, so let's see what this poster has to say right here as well. Loot Gaming Teamwork. Universal Extinction, Giant Evil Turtles, witches in desperate need of a makeover. Let's face it, you can't win this alone. It's time for some teamwork. Join forces with awesome gear from Mass Effect, Super Mario Brothers, Banjo-Kazooie, and Altered Beast. Yes, I believe I got that one correctly. Okay, so see the Altered Beast. It says, sometimes beating a game requires a second player. This tee features the Japanese box art from one of our favorite classic beat 'em up, Altered Beast. Unfortunately, the shirt won't let you turn to a werewolf, werebear, were-dragon, or were-tiger. Arcade Beast actually hit arcades. Oh man, my cat somehow has made it into the video. Or at least your tail did. And he's looking at the box right now. Okay, so got that. The Super Mario Brothers mug. Alright. The princess may be in another castle. That's that word itself. But your favorite beverage should be in this mug. We couldn't make a crate about awesome video game teams without including the greatest plumbers who almost never plumb. Mario and Luigi are true icons, whether off to stop Bowser or playing friendship-destroying party games. So true on that one. That one. Luigi is in most Mario games, but didn't appear in Super Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine. That's technically true. Okay, so basically that Normad SR2, that was the bath mat. It says, "We hear you. You were all put more Mass Effect stuff in the thing. More stuff goes in." Okay, and frankly, the Mass Effect series gave us some of the best teammates we ever heard. So we're giving you this Normandy SR bath mat, celebrating the crew's home base as a Mass Effect 2. It would be nice if the series hadn't gone downhill after what happened with Andromeda, which is unfortunate. The exclusive Banjo-Kazooie tin print. That's probably what we were supposed to get in here, though. What happened when a brown honey bear meets a red crescent breagle? Teamwork. Rare's critically acclaimed platform debut on the N64 20 years ago. God, I feel old about that one. We thought this was worth celebrating, so we're bringing you the Banjo-Kazooie tin print on display, which is not ready yet. Obviously, they're not ready to show that one. It says Rare developed a game called Project Dreams for the Super Nintendo that eventually became the Banjo-Kazooie on the N64. Exclusive. Okay, the tin pin, the exclusive pin teamwork. It basically says, being the lone wolf is kind of overrated. You've got no one to rely on, no one to turn to when... Okay, hold on one second. Rocky. I know you like to be on the video, so here you go. Hey. I gotta put you down first. Sorry. We're hitting the camera. Okay, so being the lone wolf is kind of overrated. You got no one to rely on, no one to turn to when times gets tough. Plus, you're a wolf, so you don't even have thumbs. Not a perfect metaphor. Anyway, grab a teammate. All right. Adding this pin to your collection or your wardrobe does not mean you're an expert at teamwork. All right. And finally, if you were one of those that got the Epic Drop sweepstake, the 2 lucky winners got a Xbox One X console and a copy of Rare Replay, which is a $450 value. See if I can fold this back up. I'm gonna have to deal with this one. Alright, that's I'll have to deal with another time. So, obviously the shirt I like, but I think probably the one that stood out for me, though, is, of course, the Super Mario mug. This is probably the best thing out here as well, including with the mushroom. And so, a little disappointed that they could not put the Banjo-Kazooie item, which is obviously the license plate. We'll have to wait until September. Maybe they'll put it in there. But overall, I mean, it was good. I mean, it didn't. None of the stuff kind of stuck out in the way, like say that World of Warcraft cookbook and all that. That was probably the best one that stuck out the most though. But obviously the t-shirt and the mug as well. This is probably my favorite thing so far. So overall, a good opening on the loot crate and so forth. Alright, before we end this video, I'm going to do a quick My Choose It video, and there's going to be two things we're going to talk about though. So let me get my phone out. And we'll start off with the first one though. And the first one has to do with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Now, I'm sure you all are aware of, back in May, they released a prequel called Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is sort of a homage to the old school the old school Castlevania style of the games. Very good. It worth downloading if you get a chance, especially if you're into those old school gaming stuff. Well, unfortunately, the upcoming game Ritual of the Night has unfortunately hit a sort of a snag, as it's now been reported that has been delayed, along with reports that the Vita version has been canceled. So, according to GameStop, it says, quote, "The Castlevania throwback Bloodstained Ritual of the Night has been delayed into 2019 and the Vita version has been canceled. The game apparently needs another layer of polish and the Vita version is on its way out, so that version is no longer viable." Director Koji Inagami, if I'm saying his name correctly, made the pair announcement in a backer update on Kickstarter. He said the recent beta backer demo provided some valuable feedback and showed the team needed to raise the quality level. Meanwhile, Sony has discontinued the Vita support, including stopping some online stores features, so that version is being scrapped entirely. Backers who request the Vita version can request either a refund or choose another version. According to what he said, quote, he said in a statement by him, "We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience or disappointment, but rest assured we are working harder than ever to deliver the game we all made happen together. Please bear with us for a little," that's my phone, "please bear with us a little longer, and I thank you for your continued support." Inaganas, if I'm saying the name correctly, apologize, I'm not, said in a statement. The fact that the Vita version has been canceled though, it's, while disappointing, it's not really that surprising considering with the situation with the Wii U as well, when that game got pulled though in favor of the Switch, however. And considering Sony's position with the PlayStation Vita, which is pretty much, I've always felt like after Sony announced it, they just threw it under the bus. It's like they did the same thing with the PSP, although the PSP I think fared a bit better than the Vita. Nevertheless though, it is very unfortunate though that the Vita version has been canceled, despite the fact that Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, I believe, was released on the PlayStation Vita earlier this year. So at least the one bright spot is that if you back that version, it looks like you will be able to either get a refund or maybe switch to another version, no pun intended, maybe to the PS4 or the Nintendo Switch or PC, whichever version works for you the best. As far as the delay goes, I'm a little iffy about it, being the fact that the game is being delayed again to 2019. It does make me a bit worried that this could turn into sort of a excuse me, a Mighty Number 9 kind of situation where that game got delayed. Although to be fair, so far we haven't seen it turn completely into it in terms of the whole, you know, announce an anime series, a movie, a manga, and all of that stuff, and poor communication to be exact. So, excuse me, something I ate. On top of that, we also had, of course, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon came out, so I don't think the game has reached that level yet. I will say, if another delay does hit the game, I would be a bit worried though. But for now, obviously we're going to have to wait until 2019. Hopefully it's not that far into 2019, and hopefully these issues can finally be addressed and we can finally get our hands on the game. So far, it hasn't gotten to that level. Again, hasn't completely gone to the Mighty Number 9 situation yet, but it does kind of worry me a little bit. The other one I wanted to bring up was about Diablo 3 for the Nintendo Switch, as we now have some information that has just came out. Some of this is from GoNintendo.com, and the information is regarding basically some stuff that are both good news and bad news. So we'll start off first with the bad news. And apparently the bad news is, depending on your point of view, at least this is from Go Nintendo that they picked up, I believe, from Game Informer. The bad news is that the game will support voice chat through the Switch Online mobile app. For those who are... Okay, that's my cat doing something. Okay. For those who are not familiar, that was the infamous voice chat app that Nintendo released for your phone or tablet. Supposedly it worked with Splatoon 2, and let's just say that thing did not get the greatest reception at all. Mostly some of it is because when it first came out, you had to have your phone, the app on all the time, which didn't sit well with a lot of people. A lot of people also felt like this seemed backwards compared to what Xbox One, PS4, and even what PC does. Oh, what's going on outside? And even after they fixed the problem, it's the reputation really ruined it and everything. And this, I'm not a voice chat person, I'll be honest with you, but given the fact that Fortnite can do voice chat without the app, this just seems a bit stupid. It just feels like it gives the impression that Nintendo is desperate to do something with the voice chat app. That they're trying to get maybe a game like Diablo 3 will get people re-interested in the voice chat app, although I'm not 100% sure if that's going to work. So, to me, I think this is the bad news, that it uses the voice chat app, though. Even though I'm not a voice chat person, I'm sure some people will probably stick to maybe using Discord and all that stuff, but not exactly the bright news some people want to hear, though. However, there is some good news, to be exact, though, and that is two that's gone into. The first one points out is that the game can be played with a single Joy-Con. With this control method, rolling is handled by flicking the Joy-Con in a quick motion, which it may seem a little bit odd, but I think I can see where the single Joy-Con part can work, and that is the fact that having played Diablo 3 on the PS4 and the PlayStation and the PS3, the game does use basically a fixed camera, since you're not using a second analog stick to control the camera, at least as far as I'm aware of. So I can see where the single Joy-Con method can work for the Switch version of Diablo 3. Whether people use that method or not, who knows? I mean, maybe if you're bringing a buddy over and you want to play Diablo 3 on the Switch and you have it in tablet mode, I don't know how many people are going to use this feature and all, but it is a nice addition. But the biggest good news about Diablo 3 is that, and this is probably one that's going to sit well with a lot of Nintendo fans, especially with the whole, how lately we've seen games where you buy the physical copy and then you have to download the rest. Well, according to what Blizzard's telling us, and this is written by Go Nintendo, it says here, if you buy the retail version of Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, you'll get everything you need on one game card. You won't have to connect to the internet and download extra data just to get all the game modes and content. Which, if this is correct, I would say good. Yes, this is good. Good, and this is something I would like to see in future Switch games in general. The fact that I think the whole thing about downloading the rest of the game and then when you buy the physical copy is just annoying as hell. I mean, and honestly, there are a lot of developers that are guilty about this, though. Bethesda, unfortunately, is. As much as I like the fact that they bring Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, and Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, as much as I'm glad that they are glad that they brought those games. Doom Eternal's not out yet, so I meant Doom and Wolfenstein 2. The fact that you have to download the rest of the game is getting a little bit annoying. Not to mention we saw that with NBA 2K and the amount of data that had to be downloaded for that one. So the fact that this one, according to at least what Blizzard is saying, is that you get the full game in the cartridge is definitely a good sign, and hopefully we'll see more and more developers do that though. Whether other developers do that or not remains to be seen, but overall that's great that it is, and it definitely pushes me to basically buy the game in a physical copy. Despite the whole voice chat issue, the fact that the full game is going to be in the cartridge and no download is requirement, to me is a good thing indeed. Okay, this concludes this unboxing video for August, and a quick My 2 Cent video. And again, these are my thoughts of what I did with the My 2 Cent part, but what are yours? And what did you think of this unboxing? Did you like what you saw? Did you not like what you saw? Was it the stuff you got? Did you get the same stuff that I got, or did you get something different? Were you one of the lucky ones that get that, like the Xbox One with the rare replay? What about Bloodstained Ritual of the Night now being delayed to 2019? Was this something you expected was going to happen? Are you disappointed? Are you not surprised by this? Does this put the game, are you worried this could turn into a Mighty Number 9 situation, or are you not too worried about this at all? And the cancellation of the Vita version, are you surprised by this? Are you not surprised by this? Are you disappointed? If you back the game, are you going to ask for a refund, or are you going to switch to maybe a different version? And what about some info that came out about Diablo 3 for the Nintendo Switch? Is the option now, the voice chat option, is that a turn off for you? Do you think that's going to ruin the game? Do you think it's not a big deal? Are you going to use voice chat? And if so, are you going to use the Nintendo voice chat app, or are you going to stick with Discord? What about the use of the single Joy-Cons for it? Diablo 3, is that a feature you're going to use, or is that a feature you're going to skip? And what about the fact that basically all the content will be in one cartridge, you don't need to download any of the rest or anything like that? Do you think that's a good thing? Would you like to see it? Do you think other developers should do that as well? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? Excuse me. As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And I hope you hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for a notification of any more videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to. And feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do it through PayPal me or Patreon. Links will be in the description of this video. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, wish you all a good day then. Bye!